This is the third time I'm back squatting after a hip injury. We did 225 for 5 the first time. 2 weeks ago, then last week, 235 for 5. And today we're gonna try 250. Got 245s, 10, and a 2.5 on each side. That's 250 pounds. My legs didn't feel like they were rubber today. So I think I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and do a second set. 250, set number 2. Last week we did 3 sets of 10 at 185. This week we're going to push that up to 190. $190, set 2. I already did warm-ups. Got 315 on the bar right now. we're gonna try 405 for 1 and see if it goes. I mean, normally this should be easy. I've done, it's either 430 or 435 for 5 before. And I've done 455 for 3. So that was before the hip injury. I just want to see if this is going to move or not. I'm just curious more than anything else. Better judgment would say I should wait another week or two, but we don't always have better judgment. Okay, 340. We've got 345s, a 10, and a 2.5. So it's 315, 325, 335, 340. I'm going to use straps for this. I don't think I can do a set of these right now without straps. Maybe in reverse grip. I was glad I did 405. I just wanted to test it, you know. Kind of look at it. If you can't do 405, then your man card needs to be revoked. I do my best to fit into what today's culture defines as toxic masculinity. That's simply just being a man, being a normal man. Not this feminine thing that the world wants to make you out to be today, that they want to turn you into. That felt like about the right weight for today. That was good. So warm-up set of dumbbell rows with 60 pounds. 225s, it's 50, bars 10. Your kids come up here and they don't clean up their weights. Yep, these bars 10, 425s, and they're 2.5s.
Wowzers.
So
That's awesome.
last week was the first week doing them again. So last week I did 110, just to start out light and get back into it.
Yeah, no.
And I'll go up 5 pounds a week.
I didn't do much this summer too, so I've lost gross. Not a lot of
Problem is, I mean, there's been times when, say, like you get sick or something and you're away from the gym for a while and you don't lose that much. But when you're kind of incapacitated, you're not doing, like with the hip, I wasn't doing anything. I mean, nothing.
Oh man.
So it's not just leg suffer, upper body suffers too.
Wow.
So it was 2 months off of the gym.
Yes, sir.
I'd never had a pinched nerve before. That was crazy.
Good night.
Even though it was up here,
Uh-huh.
my calf down here would tighten up like a rock.
Ah.
And if I walked like just even across the room, it would
Yeah.
feel like I was standing in a fire. It was an extreme burning. Like I said, just like I was standing in a fire is what it felt like.
Oh man.
It's crazy.
That's terrible. Oh.
So even though the nerve's up here, the nerve must go and control,
Yeah.
control the feeling down here. It's the nerve that it's just bizarre. Okay, this is Friday. Now yesterday on Thursday, after I did deadlifts, dumbbell rows, and a set of chin-ups, I went ahead and I did 5 minutes on the elliptical. So that was my first time back actually doing cardio. Next week I'll try and do that twice. So today I'm gonna do a circuit just like I did last Friday. I'm gonna do band flies, and then a shoulder press, curls, and triceps. So we're gonna start with the chest flies. I forgot to bring my tripod today, so I'm propping the camera up best I can. Hopefully it'll be good enough. What's nice about these is if you need to, mid-set, you can move forward or backward to put more or less stress on the band, adjusting the tension in the middle of the set. If it's too easy, you move further away. If it's too hard, then you're not going to be able to complete the set. You move just a hair closer. The other thing that these are good for is for getting more reps in chest exercises without the strain on the shoulders that causes injury and causes pain. These are actually healthy. So this is a good exercise to mix along with bench pressing. And it's better for the body than doing flies with dumbbells. Other thing, when we do these, pause for a second. On that pause, you can really feel the contraction. They burn. All right, let's move over to do some shoulder presses with the kettlebells. This first set is going to be warm-ups. That should work. We're going to start with 35 pounds. Next is going to be dumbbell curls. First set will be with 35s. Alright, so this bar should be 15, 25, 65s, and 5, 75. This is circuit number 2. I'm going to try and just take maybe a half a step further to get just a little bit more stretch on the band, and that'll increase the tension. Just moving 6 inches makes a big difference. You feel pretty good. Still get out of breath. But one thing I've noticed, I'm not quite as out of breath as I was last week when I did the same thing. So that's good. The second set on shoulders, we're going to move up to the 53-pound kettlebell. We're going to stop at 8. It felt like form was starting to suffer. The left arm was definitely the limitation on that. The right arm felt pretty good. Once form starts to go, I don't like to continue. Because if you get that weight out of balance and you lose control over it, that's when you can get injured. So when your form starts to slip, that's a signal that that should be your last rep. £40 dumbbells. Now those got me out of breath a little. Doing these exercises back to back is tough. we're gonna start the third circuit. And my biceps and my triceps already feel fried. They feel really tight. My chest, a little bit, not as much as the biceps and triceps, which they're involved in pretty much every exercise. Chest is not involved in every exercise, at least not heavily. I'm gonna go same place I was last time with slightly extra stretch. About 6 inches of extra stretch. The way these bands work, this is labeled 30 pounds. They're 30 pounds minimum at the beginning of stretch. And at full stretch, which is double their length, they hit a maximum of 3 times that, or 90 pounds. So throughout the range of motion, you're between there. So what's good about the bands is, especially on flies, when you're down like this, you have slightly less resistance to help you get started. And as you come in, you can do more weight and the resistance increases. It's the same thing if you do curls with the bands or triceps with the bands, which I may do next week. We'll change up a few exercises between weights and bands. £53 kettlebell. There's 10 each arm. I catch my breath for a minute. Again, I want to leave the camera run most of the time. Maybe a little boring, but you can get the sense of how quick this workout is. I think so far I'm at about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'll be done within a half hour.
But 3 circuits, getting in a really good upper body workout. Even though it's just upper body, this does involve a decent amount of cardio also. Okay, I'm gonna do dumbbell curls now and move up to the 45s. 45s are the biggest dumbbells in this gym. Now when I do rows, like yesterday when I did 1-arm dumbbell rows, I bring in my own dumbbell bar that I can put regular weights on. So I can load them up with 25 pounds on each side. 25-pound plates. You can get more weight by going with 35-pound plates, but then they're a little bit too big around. The 25s are about perfect. And I can get 3 25s on each side, and then maybe an additional 10-pound plate. So I can get up to about 180 pounds on one of those dumbbells. And that should be good enough for me. I've done sets of those 1-arm dumbbell rows with 165 before. That was sets of 5. So if I keep working on sets of 10, being able to go up to 180 is going to be good for me for several years and probably indefinitely. All right, let's get to 45s. I don't expect to be able to do 10 with these. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. 7 it is. One more set of skull crushers. That's a challenging workout. It's a lot more challenging than you would think just looking at it. So why don't you give something like this a try? Develop a circuit where you alternate muscle groups and you go from set to set with minimal rest in between. It's kind of like a superset, but taken even bigger, up to 4 exercises. That's going to be it for today. Actually, this is it for this whole week, which will be a summary in just one video. All right, we'll see you next week.